What's up, you guys? It's Mary.
And
Make sure you guys to like,
subscribe,
share,
and comment
down below, y'all, because today we are going to be doing a preview of season 17 part 3 of the tell-all that TLC has dropped. They actually have dropped 3 new previews, so we're going to do them all today before we review
Watch the show.
Watch the show and review it, because
it's not on yet. It comes on in another 3 hours for us.
In another 3 hours, which will probably be almost like 4 a.m. for you guys, I'm thinking. Right. But we're going to go ahead and get right into you guys. They are talking all about new wives for Kody and Robin. But first, they were talking to Mary. And Suki asked her, basically, what happens now? Now that Kody has decided or whatever, do you sit around and wait for him to realize that, do you sit around and wait for him to realize what he has in you? And I think Mary has said, they bleeped it out. I'm just going to assume that she was trying to say that, if he can't realize that I'm the shit now, he probably never will realize it.
Yeah.
But she said she doesn't know if she'll sit around and wait or whatever. She said time will tell.
Which was very shocking.
It just gives me very desperate vibes. Like, I'm trying to be patient with Mary.
What else you have to let this man tell you? On your 32nd anniversary,
he said I ain't coming.
He was even disgusted with why did you call him. He even told you, why are you calling me? Oh, it's our 32nd anniversary, and he does not want to be with you. You have heard him say on national television.
Well, she hasn't been watching it.
Well, Suki showed her the one where he says, I don't even consider
myself married.
Like, it's been 4 to 5 years now. I don't even consider being married to her. And if she were to go meet somebody else and marry and move on, I will be just fine with that.
He would not complain. He wouldn't even blink.
He has told you that even before he married you, it was a problem. He felt deceived by you. He said he brought Janelle along because he, right after the honeymoon with you, he realized he could not stand you, and he realized he couldn't get along with you, and he realized he did not even like you. I mean, that's some deep stuff.
30 years later.
Yes, maybe she can chalk it up and say, oh, he's just mad now. But he said on the confessional, for 4 to 5 years, I have not even consider myself even married to her, as far as I'm concerned. And during COVID, he didn't even come. You could have been hurt or something. He didn't care to even come, even though you were following the rules.
Yeah, I did all that for nothing.
Even
your mom died.
Yes.
And you were still there. Honestly, I blame Kody for why she was not there for when her mom died.
Yeah.
Her mom was sick for 3 whole days. Mm-hmm. She never moved an inch. Yeah. But it was because she was thinking, oh, my mom, she'll get over it. But I don't. It was about 5 days. And she was like, I'm pretty sure Mary was like, oh, I'm sure she'll recover from it or whatever, stuff like that. But I don't want to break the rules, especially if this is not a life or death situation.
Just in case Kody comes over. He had not been over for a year. You're still just in case he comes over.
And it turned out being a life or death situation. She was literally on her drive there. The mom was probably holding on for those days before she actually died, just waiting for Mary to come. But she was there falling behind Kody, and she was on the drive when they got the call that she had died. All because of some man that has shown you time and time again. Like, let's just remove the whole TV thing out of it.
A God besides God.
Like, let's just remove all the things he said on TV. Us as women, we know when a man is into us and when they are not. Instinctually. Yes. It's a gut feeling. It's up to you to listen to her or not.
Yeah.
But she has been having these feelings. He's been treating you like shit.
He has.
Since before. I feel like he's been treating her badly since, probably since after the honeymoon.
When he crossed his legs and said, let's sit on the no.
No, but he's been treating her bad since before then. Because I remember when he was talking about how, you need not to be jealous and stuff like that. When it was on one of their anniversary.
Remember even before he took her to the anniversary?
Yeah.
When he was telling everyone inside that he had brought his other wife, Christine, to his anniversary?
Yes.
Remember that one? Janelle had made a comment. Remember the women were talking?
Yeah.
Robin, Janelle, and Christine, they're like, Janelle and Christine were like, we're so happy that Mary has been able to at least go now to Mexico. Like she said, for the longest time,
he didn't do nothing for her birthday or her
anniversary. He will do nothing. So they were even like, thank God she gets to go.
But
so
honestly,
that's even before that, and that was season 5?
Let's back it all the way up to before the show even started. This woman was in the process of having children, in the process of having miscarriages when he married 2 other women back to back. If that's not I don't give a shit about you, I don't know what is. Like, it's heartbreaking for a woman when she's at her most vulnerable, and her husband does stuff like this where he's marrying other women. He's not really caring. I mean, we saw how he was making out with Robin when Christine was in the hospital, trying to bring his watermelon to the world.
You know what I just realized?
What?
I just realized. Do you think he went to, since we now know that there was no spiritual inclination with him, okay? Because it was all ego, baby. He said so. He admitted this.
I mean, we can see it through,
right? Is that someone behind?
Huh?
Do you hear footsteps?
Yeah, over there.
What is below her house?
How somebody gonna get in the house?
I don't know.
You were saying?
Okay.
It's literally over there.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Nobody's on the complex. The gate is padlocked.
But you know what? It just occurred to me. When I was here, so I was thinking maybe it was Dada.
Dada's not coming on a Sunday. It's church.
I know. I'm sorry, y'all. But you know what I just realized? If he did not like Mary right after the honeymoon, he felt deceived by her before he got married. Do you think he married Janelle and Christine and just had Mary watching that? It will really take a sick individual to be making her feel bad all these years. Like rubbing it in her face because he felt deceived by her. He said he felt deceived by her and then married her. Remember, he said so at the psychiatrist's place.
So you think that he probably married Janelle and Christine just to torture Mary?
Yes, and he's been torturing her for 30 years. But that would mean that there's another level of sickness.
No, but my thing is, it kind of goes back. But
that he is.
But no, but I honestly believe, though, we talk about it all the time on the show where we say that men will do everything but actually tell you to leave. Like, they have to literally be at their last straw.
Of just making you feel like shit.
Hoping that you will leave, probably.
Because throughout the time we've known Kody, he's always had these little zingers that he does with Mary.
Yeah.
Right? Always this shade that he does with Mary. Mary stayed crying. The time when I saw that Mary stopped crying was that 31st anniversary.
Yeah.
The 31st, I remember when she started to giggle to herself, some weird giggle she was doing after this man had said he's not coming, and they were sitting at the fire, and he was so far away from her.
Yeah.
Right? And she was having these little giggles. I realized she doesn't cry anymore. But up until that point, this woman stayed crying.
Yeah.
And he seemed to take pleasure in it.
Well, I mean, I feel like we even
her feel like shit.
Well, I mean, we could even say he was taking pleasure in it when Christine came and told everybody, "Oh, let's move to Utah," and this asshole said that, "Oh, he knew nothing of it." All of a sudden, he had amnesia, and then he turned on Christine. It's like, I'm so happy that finally, like he was in the confessional.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that finally something is going to be her fault and not my fault. So I'm just gonna let this whole thing play out. Like he said at the confessional, and then he sat down there and said, "Yeah, Christine, it's a hard no. Ain't no way in hell I'm moving to Utah." Like said it so brazenly.
Yeah.
And then Chris, I feel like that was
I hate to say now that there's a sickness to him, because now we see him. Of course, now we're seeing him unravel in front of us. I don't know if it's the vodka he's drinking allegedly, because I really believe that man does not have coffee in his cup. He can't possibly have some hot fluid. Even when I drink tea or coffee and it's warm, I don't go all in my mouth. Well, certainly not with coffee or tea. Who's doing that with some hot? And it's in a coffee cup. I know there's no water in it because he would have just gotten some bottled water.
Well,
right? It has to be. It's not no juice.
My thing is,
and he reached for it when he was upset with Suki, and he said he don't want to talk about that. I'm just gonna get pissed off, and he grabbed his drink.
Well, my thing is, everything is allegedly, but I personally feel it's a special
something in that cup. Someone
Kody
has to sniff it.
Listen, Kody is a special individual. He's a special individual. So his quirks might not be our quirks. He is a special, weird individual. Okay. So I don't know. Maybe he is swishing around.
Maybe he's not a sickness.
But why would you do that to stain your teeth, though? Because coffee stains your teeth.
Nobody's doing that with no coffee, no tea. We all drink
I don't
coffee
know.
and tea.
Everything
Nobody's swishing around coffee and tea in their mouth like that.
Well, why would you swish around alcohol? Alcohol is
and
nasty.
why would you reach for coffee or tea when you are upset?
Why would you
reach
swish
for a drink when you're upset?
Why would we swish alcohol though? Like, alcohol is nasty. Anybody who has had it can say it is bitter, and you need about seven different
remember you were telling
sweet
me that
drinks to get the taste out your mouth.
In there and you swish it around, then you can.
I said that.
It wasn't you who said that.
I said what?
And I even asked. I said, "How do you know?" I thought you said when you swish it around, like it will leave the taste to your mouth longer.
No. I was saying that about wine, and I got that from Frasier, where where he was swishing the wine in the glass or whatever, and he was like, it helps. It brings the flavor or the je ne sais quoi. I can't remember what that man said.
Maybe it's wine, sweet wine that he's drinking. Okay. Anywho,
we digress. We digressed again because it's supposed to be about the new wives.
I hate to feel that there's this little sickness with Kody when it comes to Mary. Because if that is there, and if he's really has been doing this for her to be mean to her for 30 years, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's another level. That's another level of meanness.
Mm-hmm.
I would hate to think someone who I was like actually liking in the beginning was like this. Like I didn't see this part of him. Anyway, y'all get in the comments and tell us what you think. Or is it just that's not it? Maybe it took him a while, or like you said, because men will not actually kick you out the door.
I mean, I was shocked that he actually told Mary that it's over. I'm not interested. I was actually shocked because men don't do that unless they have no other option in hell.
That's because he's a narcissist, and Christine had left.
No, but the thing is,
it took the door, and he's like, "I'll be damned if Mary gonna be the one."
He is a narcissist.
Kick me to the curb.
He's a narcissist, but he also is a man at the end of the day.
Right.
And the reason why I say that is because it took him 30 years to say it. It took him 30 years. After all the torture, he realized what he was doing was not working. She never was going to leave. Then he decided to say it.
She had plucked herself on the couch and was not going to leave until you picked that couch up with her and put her out the gate.
Yes, exactly. So that's why. Because it took him 30 years.
Yeah.
Well, 32 years, if we're being honest. So that's my thing, you know. But I want to talk about Christine. Yeah. They asked Christine, do you see them, what is it?
Another wife.
Okay, yeah.
And she was like,
the polygamous life was a dream, which remember when Suki was talking to about how, and then Ron was telling her that, it was a dream of mine, she took away from me or whatever. And then of course Christine comes back and she says,
so you can always have your dream now though, Robin. Why don't you have it now? Because this time your tail got more to lose.
Oh,
she had nothing to lose.
She had nothing to lose.
She had everything to gain. She's a woman who came in with bad credit.
Yeah.
Had no assets.
Right.
Had her 3 children.
Right.
Okay, within 5 years she had a business. She had a home. She had her good credit cleaned up. All of that.
Yeah.
So it's like now you have stuff to lose. Because you have all the stuff your name. What if a woman comes in with her little baby that's 2? Maybe her former husband died. And she's like, well, you had married Kody for him to adopt the kids. Kody, I would really like you to adopt my child. It's only 2. Now you gotta give that up, Robin. Will she?
I don't think
she's a dodo bird like Mary.
No, hell no.
So she has everything to lose now.
Absolutely.
Because Kody can move them into the house and say he's gonna now have that house that he wanted.
Yeah, that with one big house and everything. Yes, exactly.
So now her children gotta share bedrooms or move in with each other.
Yeah.
Because he has to make space for them.
Or they have to move out.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So she has everything to lose now.
Yeah.
She has 0 to gain. Yes. The only thing she has to gain from other wives is that feeling of, superiority. He loves me. I'm going to be telling you what to do. That kind of thing.
But what if he falls in love with somebody else?
Roulette, right? Because he might fall in love with them. Because I mean, he can tell Robin does not like him. He's not feeling him like that.
But the thing is, something is lacking
into him.
What's
anyone can
missing
feel
in
that.
their
I'm sorry.
relationship is attraction. Attraction on Robin's side. Robin is not attracted to Kody.
Yes.
She has said it several times. She did not come into this marriage thinking about love and affection. She came in thinking about money, getting a good life for her kids, and for her to level up.
Yes. And I do believe that Kody has watched all the shows, because when he was talking about how Chrissy was saying he was a coward and all this stuff, you've been saying for a while, I think Kody watches the show but tells everybody else in his family not to watch.
Absolutely. Kody is somebody who has a room in the house filled with all the sister wife deities, and he goes back and he watches it. He is somebody who will do that, and he will use that as ammunition on other people. Yes. Let me see what everybody's saying, but let me tell everybody not to watch it, though. Yes. That's what he does. Yes. I absolutely believe Kody watches the show, and I believe he watches the reviews of people who talk about sister wives as well. He is that much of a narcissist, in my opinion. But they asked Christine or whatever, and Christine was like, the polygamous life was a dream that they didn't want to give up necessarily. You know what I'm saying? Which I feel like also it's the money, because apparently Robin ain't got no job, which I was shocked. I mean, all y'all been saying it for a while on the channel. I was like, that can't be true. Robin got to be doing something, and she was doing something. Sister Wives Closet that's selling bootleg jewelry for almost $400 a piece. Ghetto. I could buy that stuff at Walmart for $2. But
Walmart has some beautiful jewelry.
But yeah, Chris.
No, he does. I remember one time I bought a watch from Walmart. I bought it for $5, but it was very fancy. I went to work, and this girl who was always wearing designer stuff and things like that, and she's like, "Oh my God, is that a Movado watch?" That was the first time I even had heard that name, Movado, and I was like, "Oh." Thank you. I didn't say yes or no, because really I got it from Walmart for $5. But Walmart has some beautiful pieces.
Robin's
and I
jewelry
take my
does
time
not
and
have...
I look at it and I wear it, and I have gotten the most compliments from my Walmart or Target jewelry.
All of that is irrelevant, because Sister Wives Closet does not have beautiful jewelry. They do not have beautiful jewelry.
So you can't get it from Walmart. You don't have to go to Sister Wives Closet. You can actually, only if you want to, personally just support Robin and Kody. But
so Christine said that I don't see them looking for another wife.
You're gonna ask what's wrong with Abba today? Okay, all right, I'm back.
No.
But one of the things that Christine said about this whole thing, Christine said, plural marriage is a lot of work.
And she know Robin lazy as shit.
And so is Kody.
Robin can't even watch her kids. She can't get a real job. Matter of fact, her daughters are the ones doing Sister Wives Closets. Do I see Robin sitting down there being the first wife and having to go bring in other wives and try to teach them the ropes and all that stuff? No, I don't think that. I don't think so. I also feel like she's too effing selfish to actually do that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, for you to bring in other wives, it will take you being selfless, putting your needs to the back burner. Yeah. I don't think she's going to do that. Yeah. But I feel like their karma is coming very soon.
You're too lazy. You have a workhorse in Mary who could find $80,000 on her own for her own damn
and a month.
You had Janelle, who was a workhorse. You had the matriarch, who was Christine. You have these three people, and that's what you need. You need workers to make polygamous marriages work.
Robin really is because of all those women.
Selfless women.
Really, it was because of all those women that even provided Robin the life that she has today. If it wasn't for them,
walked into that, and now has her little nest from the backs and by stepping on their necks.
Because if you just walked in with just Kody, you wouldn't have gotten shit. You would have been in a trailer like they were with him, moving 14 different times a year, and you also will be having to give up all the money that you have, the money that you never had when you walked into the family, Robin. So really, you should be thanking them. Matter of fact, you should be the one getting on your hands and knees apologizing to them. How the hell do you want Janelle's sons to give you an apology? You have sat down there was it an agent of Satan and ruined a family that was one piece. Yes, Kody was an asshole, but you also contributed to the whole thing just disintegrating. And you just didn't care.
Yeah, you went personally, from an asshole to a monster.
I'm not gonna lie though, I do believe that if Robin was not there, that whole family would have disintegrated anyway. Absolutely, because I feel like Kody he's too much of a narcissist, and I feel like it would have gotten worse, you know, because he was already treating Janelle bad. I mean, he was already treating Mary bad. He was already treating Christine bad. I feel like maybe Christine would have stayed a little longer if Robin was not there. If Kody was there without Robin, I do think the family would have broken up. Honestly,
no, I don't think it would have broke up this fast.
Not this fast. I definitely don't think it would have broken up this fast. I feel like Christine probably would stay another 10 years.
Kody would have been forced, just like he was forced to stay with them all this time because of what they brought to the family. He would have continued to stay with them. He would have been willing to make amends, I think.
Really?
I think so. I don't think he will be demanding all this stuff to be respected and obeyed.
Well, no, because Robin showed him something different. That's why all of a sudden he wants respect. When you didn't give a damn about all of that when it was season 1.
Now he has the money. Do you see what I'm saying?
He don't have the money. He has the money from the wives.
When he got married to Robin, this is what he was planning. When he got married to Robin, right? And now the money was in her name. And then they removed Janelle from being the financial officer of that family, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now he has that money. He had the purse strings in a sense. Because before he had to depend on Mary. And Janelle was the one who was doing the finances. And Mary was fine with that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he will not have been acting the plumb fool. He will not have had the balls to flex like that. It's like a man who comes into your life and you got the purse strings, right?
He knows he can only do so much.
He's only going to go so far with his BS. But he waits until he has enough to leave you and start a new life with somebody else. Look at Pedro and Chantel.
Oh,
look at Pedro and Chantel.
Talk about Pedro and Chantel.
Was he flexing in the beginning like that? There was always a limit to what he was doing.
Yeah.
Once he started getting to this space after 5, 6, 7 years, right? Now you're a realtor. She has been paying all this money from 90 Day Fiancé, Chantel and Pedro. She's been paying all this money. She's a nurse working night and day shift.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, put you in a huge mansion. In fact, she didn't want to because she was very financially savvy. But he wanted her out of that apartment to move to a big house because he wanted to be able to get women that way.
Well, he wanted to get half of that money when he divorced her.
Yes, so he lets her get a big place. But then that's how he will, oh, I'm gonna take you home. I'm gonna drive you home. By the way, let me pass by my house real quick because I need to grab something. So he passes by the house. She sees you in this big house. You know what I'm saying? That's your flex to show her, actually, I got a big home. Yeah, my wife, these are not going very well, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And you're right. And he puts his name, because the first time his name was not in that apartment.
No.
But now, here's the house. Told to go buy a big-ass house. Oh, so we can have kids.
And it was really empty,
as soon as they get there,
it was really
all of a sudden, he doesn't want kids no more. He doesn't want to talk about kids no more. Oh, we're quarreling. Quarrels that he starts on purpose.
About nothing, really.
Because he's trying to get you to move on from him. And when that did not happen, he moved the hell on. Kody will not have been flexing like this. Period. But the money now, everything was in his and Robin's name, and they're both conniving assholes. And selfish.
Yeah.
And manipulative. And they both have the audacity, after you had to work with these women like this is their money they put into a family fund. It was their money they even got Robin that house in Vegas.
I know!
It was their money.
And
when she sold that house,
yeah.
What happened to the house that Robin sold? What happened to that money? Why was it Mary's whole money that she sold her house for and half of Janelle's to buy the house for Kody and Robin? What the hell happened to her money from her house?
Please do not tell me it took Robin, Mary's, and half of Janelle's just to buy that house.
That's what I'm saying. And then Janelle said
that house probably had to cost $1 million.
Janelle says she found out. It probably did, because all those houses, when they sold it wasn't about 300-something thousand that they got. So it was almost $1 million. I
thought it was 400,000.
Well, then you have 400,000 from one, 400,000 from the other.
800,000. Then
that's $1 million right there. So what I'm saying,
wow. Sitting pretty in $1 million home, and everybody else is struggling.
And he's flexing.
What is that?
He has the nerve to flex now.
Thank God,
because I have squirreled this money away. I got land under me and my wife's name. I got a home now. I got a nest egg that I am not giving Janelle shit to go pay off the land so she can build.
And I gave you my money for your house,
yes,
for your wife.
Half of my money. And so this is why
so
he has the mouth now to talk. Before he did not. And so if Robin had not come with her manipulative tendencies and also her lies, because remember she's been lying on Christy
and Hunter from the beginning.
She has been lying on them. Full stop, period, at the end. And causing Kody to just have this, because he already feels less than with these women and around their families. All of that triggered. So she was like this catalyst for his awful behavior, for his calculating, selfish behavior. It was always there.
Yeah.
But she was that catalyst. So, you know, I feel as though if things were still the same, it wouldn't be so much that Kody could do.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, and after a while, he'll just realize, well, I'm getting older. You know, at least we do have money. You know what I'm saying? They probably would have stayed in Vegas.
Yeah.
Because why do they need to go anywhere else?
Yeah.
The only thing I probably may see him doing is saying, guys, really, this is a wonderful cul-de-sac. I'm going to go and get a house of my own, though. So I can just have a moment to myself.
Yeah.
And then I'll see each of you once a week or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the only thing I could have seen him doing. But all this other stuff that he's doing, yeah. Mm-mm.
I don't see Kody and Robin getting new wives.
Now, the women may have left him, but I don't see him doing all this badly behaved stuff.
Probably
but
not.
He needed them.
Yeah.
For food, clothing, and shelter. For basic needs.
Yeah, I don't see Kody and Robin getting new wives. I feel like they have really they have put all the money away.
Yeah.
They're both really lazy.
Yeah.
If they got new wives, that would mean he has to go to work. Because Robin damn sure ain't gonna lift not even one pinky toe to go help him do shit.
No.
So he would have to go back to work.
Yeah.
Kody doesn't want to go back to work. He doesn't want more kids. He has said that. He even told his favorite wife, no, we ain't having no more kids. Yeah. He told her that.
Yes.
So no, they're not getting new wives. They're about to sit down there and be in their best monogamous life. But do I think that it's going to last? No, because I feel like Kody will probably turn on Robin. He cannot not be abusive or be a narcissist for too long. It's going to happen relatively quickly,
because
and then it's going to go downhill.
He knows that she's not into him.
Well, also you know that
he's going to start saying he does have Christine to insult, Janelle to insult. Mary, I hope you will take your tail and remove yourself from abuse.
From the equation.
Because then he's going to put it all on you. But if you remove yourself from the equation, then he will turn on Robin. He's going to turn on her. But he's going to look at her and be like...
Well, but the thing is, Kody is not self-aware. He doesn't want to be held accountable. Mm-hmm. So what's the best thing for him to do? Let me go blame Robin. Because really, it's your fault, Robin.
You came into the household.
Yes, and then I feel like she probably will leave him. Mm-hmm. I give it a solid a year to 6 months.
And she will take half.
She will take him
because she's
for
not
half.
Going to be working at all.
Either it'll be one or two things. Because Kody, he was able to turn on the other wives because you know why? They're spiritual. I have nothing to lose. Mm-hmm. But if he actually doesn't give a damn, his narcissism is bigger than his fear of poverty.
Yes,
quote unquote.
Oh, remember you did talk about that fear of poverty.
Nothing scares me. Nothing but poverty.
That's why if Robin had not been in the picture, he would have sat his behind down.
Absolutely.
And he would not have been flexing like this.
He might act up on Robin.
Fear of poverty.
He might start acting up on Robin, or he probably will not, because he realized that she also holds the purse strings, but she's the legal wife. So we'll see. Will he misbehave with Robin, or will he not? I feel like it's a 50-50
she's a legal wife. By the end of the day, he gets 50%. They both get 50%. So he might look and say, "Okay,
she gets 50% of what he has, because she ain't got a job. What is he going to take from her?"
That's what I'm saying. They're going to divide it equally. Whatever family fund they have, I get my 200,000, you get your 200,000, because it's just them. It's just that there's no other wife. So they're both gonna, if they share it down the middle, we sell the house. I'm gonna get half. You get half.
No, you forget. Mm-hmm. She has 2 kids underneath the age of 18 that are legally his.
Oh yeah, so he has to pay
child support. So he does have something to lose because he has to go and get a job.
Yeah, he has to pay the child support. But you know something? If they but guess what? he has to pay child support, right? But
and isn't Aurora 16, so he still got 2 years on her.
But they're in Arizona. I don't know how Arizona is in that state for child support. Every state is different.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're in Arizona, right? She will still have some of that money. So he's not going to have to pay a huge amount. Like how if she wasn't working, she has no assets. She has assets because she has land. And she has that home.
But both of their names are on it.
I know. So when they sell that home, she's going to get half of that money. He's going to get. So they're pretty much going to have the same amount of money. So he can say
she has more
joint custody, and then because we both live in Arizona, so he can say we can have joint custody. They can be with me for 3 days of the week, and they're with you 4 days of the week, and we don't have to pay anything.
But I don't know if Robin wants to be a single mother. I seriously doubt that.
No, I don't think she will. I mean, the kids are getting older.
Because she would have to go to work, though.
Yeah,
or she'll work her
kids.
I think the older
one is 10, and then the other one is, what, like 8 or 7?
Mm-hmm.
So he got like 11 years the most, or 11 years the most for them to get to high school and for him to be done. So he might stay with her for 10 years, or he might not.
We'll see. But also,
I don't see them lasting, though. I don't see the two of them lasting.
Yeah.
Robin is relatively younger than him, and maybe after she's done and she's doing her empty nesting and gets to that age of 50, she might just decide, look, I want to be with someone who kind of makes my you know what sing, and it's not him. And now that I'm done with kids, I actually want to have that wonderful life of love and laughter. She might pull like a Cher or who is that, Kris Jenner.
Yeah, after Kris has gotten what she needed from her previous man, she has now gotten with her man. And now she's having all the wonderful kinky sex she wants and dressing up in nurses' uniforms or whatever. I remember that one episode where her daughter walked in on her and she was in some bunny outfits with leather and stockings, and Kody, I think it was named, what's that name? What's his name? Kody, yes. Kody, he was in some leather boxers and he had his robe all open. Yeah, I remember that. She just walked in on her.
Hugh Hefner and Playboy bunnies.
Anyways, I don't want to know about old people sex. But yes, it's Mary.
And
invite you guys to like,
share,
subscribe,
and comment
down below. And if you guys love our content as much as we love making it for you guys, please hit that thanks button down below. We appreciate all of the love. We'll see you guys on the next one.